now. Okay, hi everyone, welcome to CBN. My name is Cameron and Nicole, and this is Andrew.
And Andrew.
And Andrew.
Aaron.
Yeah, we've got different Aaron.
Team at the Metex.
3 A's today.
Yes.
Yeah, so now we're actually coming live on the blockchain and Bitcoin fair in Melbourne. So we've got an amazing team here that we're going to speak to in terms of what they do, and they're going to share some amazing, exciting journey with us. Okay, so Andrew, tell us a bit about
Metex.
yeah, what Metex do. Maybe
Okay,
you or
Metex is the actually first metals exchange built on a blockchain technology in the world. All our metals are physically backed 100% by the real metals. So the reason how we came up with this idea is very simple. If you look at Australia, it's a mining country. It's been mining for over 150 years. And they pretty much take everything out of the ground, they put it onto ships, and they send it abroad. So they're pretty much selling everything overseas. And so if Australia has been mining for 150 years, the question was, why is it that this country produces all the major industrial metals and they don't have its own metals exchange? And since my background is in mining, that's how we came up with the idea. So we actually came up with the solutions for mums and dads. Mums and dads can actually own the metals now. So it's as simple as having this. This is made out of metal, and we're just going to tokenize that and make it digital. And you can now have it on your phone. I can, but digitalize.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty much we're going to digitalize this, and it will be 100% backed. So all the investors, all the buyers of these tokens, they can just store it in a wallet and then they can trade it on our exchange. So that's one solution. The second solution is we have simplified, at the moment if you're trading through London's metals exchange, you need a lot of money, and those trades are very sophisticated and they're very difficult. So we actually simplified that too. Now people can come in and trade the metals and hedge the positions in the market, which is backed 100% by physical metal stored in Australia, and it hasn't been done before. So mining companies, big institutions, mums and dads, they can come to our platform, they can hedge their positions, they can have a true store of value, and it's all here, it's safe in Australia. We will own the safe, we're building our own safe. The exchange platform is our own, it's not a third party.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Just imagine a mining company which has a surplus of metals, they can actually come to us, we can tokenize it for them, put it on a blockchain, so it's all fully 100% transparent. No more issues of having too much paper printed out there and nobody knows where the metals are sitting. And then they start suing each other for billions of dollars because they've promised them something that is not there. We're taking all that stuff out. We're taking all the risk out of the mining industry. We're taking the risk out of the trading because 100% metal will be sitting in South Australia. Mining companies, they can come in, tokenize it, put it into the wallet, and they can sell it.
Okay, so your team traveled away from Australia to the blockchain fair.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. So we're so glad to have you guys at the fair because it's you guys are local. You guys are based in Australia, right?
Yes.
So let's go back to the mum and dads. Let's find out for mum and dads like my mum and dads and so on. They're really keen and interesting to know in terms of cryptocurrency. This technology is going to take over the world in the next 10, 20 years or from now on. So Andrew or Aaron, can you share with our mums and dads that are watching right now, what is cryptocurrency for them? What does it mean in basic terms?
Okay, look, you know, one of the key things why we set up a metals token exchange was to give mums and dads the feeling of stability and security when they start learning about trading digital currencies. So here we've got a cryptocurrency with a real store of value behind it. So through our business, we're actually establishing a education business, which will be supporting, educating mums and dads on the whole industry about trading cryptocurrencies, understanding what to buy and how to assess what they're buying. So on our exchange, we'll actually be not only just launching our metal tokens, our first 10 metal assets, we're launching the top 20 cryptocurrencies on day one.
Wow.
So we will be able to allow people then to come through our business model, which we're setting up, and actually purchase the metal tokens with Australian dollars, and also then do Bitcoin and other cryptos and trade against those as well. So yeah, we're very, very much in support of teaching everyone on more about this cryptocurrency future, but giving them the stability to get in, because there's been a lot of bad news out there lately with security issues, people who invested lots of money before the massive drop in January, feeling that they've lost money. Well, that was all because of a lot of speculative type of gambling type attitude, and we believe that this opportunity is going to change that framework and give people a new way to look at how digital currency, cryptocurrency can actually really create value for them and a store of wealth for the future. The other thing is too, with Metex, one of the great appeals of this is that for developing countries, where you've got very high inflationary issues, they can trade in metals-backed tokens, right? Use them as a way to be able to pay for things, which we're teaming up with some other program partners to pay for food items and everything else. Trying to get a mum and dad to understand that they're paying with 1/10 of a Bitcoin is a bit difficult. But if you can show them a physical, tie it to a digital, and they can pay with that in part or in full through a debit card or through an app on a phone, right, it's going to make a huge difference. And that's what we're about.
Thanks, Aaron. That's important. Yeah, it's really important for the mum and dad to know about this. And also, we're talking about security, right? So in terms of security, especially for the mums and dads, they want to be safe, they want to be sure. If they're going to register through Metex, how secure is it?
Okay, so
what are the steps?
All right, so of course we'll have a full compliance for KYC. Good. Everyone's completely identified. Right? Now, one of the key things on our exchange platform with all our metal-backed token assets is that no one can trade on our platform unless we know who they are. Good. So if we were ever hacked, right, and they stole someone's gold tokens, MTAU tokens, well, they'd have to send them to someone with that wallet on our exchange, so we'd be able to trace it very quickly. But of course, from the security, we've got our VPNs that will be coming in place, where we'll be having a multi-sig wallets, so that people can't just hack in and take everyone's currency. And now the great thing is the physical is there, and it's insured. So, and that's going to give a lot of security to what we're doing as well, for people to know that we have metals, but they're all insured in storage.
One of the issues you had, that a lot of tokens get stolen.
Come here.
But here, the thing is that they would have to steal the tokens, and then they have to break into our safe, and they have to steal all the physical metals.
There's a safe there, guys. That's how thick it is.
So this is the security. So even if someone steals all the tokens from someone, first thing we can trace it, we know who it is, then we can handle it through our blockchain partnership, guys. But because the metal is sitting in a storage and it's a physical, it's very easy for us to just fix the problem.
Cancel those and
reissue them to the holder. So that's something quite unique, and we're a little bit surprised that no one has actually done it on the blockchain. And I think blockchain technology, this is what it's all about. And the crypto, it's really,
mums and dads.
It's really giving us the new opportunities for the future to have a true store of value in a digital world.
It's really transforming. What you're doing is really transforming the whole sort of industry.
We saw blockchain as I'm not a blockchain expert, but when I first got into it, I thought it was all about solutions, and that's what we did. We pretty much used the blockchain to come up with the solutions for moms, for the mining companies, and for the big Insta guys, and it's a truly disruptive.
Very
disruptive what we're doing.
I think that I really enjoyed. I think that you all sort of educated me. Somebody that's not very privy to it, doesn't know much about it. I'm starting to get very addicted, and I really loved how you all educated me today about Metex. How do you pronounce it? Metex or
Metex?
Metex.
Thanks, Nicole, for sharing that. And it's going to be everyone else as well that are watching right now to understand about what Metex do and also the blockchain. So going back to Metex, in terms of transactions, now I understand, because I'm a big ex-banker, a lot of them are like behind the transaction. It takes ages when you transfer from one to another, especially send money to my uncle in another country. Can you share some idea of your transaction? How does?
Firstly, we talk about the exchange.
Yep.
We're doing transactions on the exchange. So the exchange technology we're using is built by one of our shareholders and former business partners that we worked with for many years.
Yep.
And that exchange is actually the same platform that was used to build the Shanghai Commodities Exchange and the Dalian Commodities Exchange and the South African Equities Exchange.
Metex.
Right. So basically, this exchange can do 7,000 transactions per second on it. So the exchange, 7,500.
Okay, wow, there you go, just like that, easy.
So when we launched this exchange, which is already ready for beta testing, it's already a very powerful, transactional-based platform. So on that side of it, we're not actually issuing our metal tokens as ERC20. We're actually building them on the NEM blockchain. And one of the key reasons for that is so that we can get a higher throughput on transactions at a merchant facility once we start rolling out through the merchants and partnering up with companies. And the reason why we're doing that is so that people can actually then have their metal token wallets, have a debit card or a way to be able to spend at merchants that will partner through some of the other organizations we're now in discussion with. So, for Metex, definitely, transactions are not going to be an issue, the speed. And we're definitely looking at how to keep building that infrastructure around the world. So we're looking at licensing the exchange into different countries with different, places of storage that's owned by all the community. And that's one of the big things. The exchange is actually majority owned by the community that come on board and support the purchasing of the metals and also then the storage.
Okay.
So
right?
We're creating a true ecosystem. So usually, like if you look at all those big institutions, everything is owned by just 5 guys or 4 guys, and they control pretty much the system. Here everything pretty much will be owned by the
community.
Oh wow!
So you can,
that's good.
And one actually, just yesterday we had a meeting with someone. They're asking us about the gold certificates and how we are different. And then the guy advanced his own problem because he's a holder of a gold certificate, and which was issued by a big institution, and he was trying to sell it, and he had to go through a broker in Sydney. That broker apparently took a huge cut, so even that he bought it below the spot price a few months ago, he now lost the money because he had to cover the brokerage fees. And he said then he had to wait 3 weeks for the money to actually turn up in his account. Just
3
imagine
weeks.
Here, it's like
7,500 in 1 second.
You want to do it, you press it, it's in your wallet. Straight away, and the money is done, everything is done.
Wow.
So
the mum and dad will love this.
I think one of the other things for mum and dads that you need to understand is what's spurred the whole Bitcoin
tell us.
phenomena. And that was really because of people looking to find a better way to create trust in the community where they felt that governments and banks were no longer trustable. That assets held with them could be frozen during a financial crisis.
That's right.
Particularly after the JFC, as we saw that happen. What we're doing here is that, as we know, a lot of countries now are not backing their money with real physical metals, gold or silver. They're just printing money. So, and people are losing trust in that system that we have, the fiat system, and that's why cryptocurrency really took off as a decentralized way to create a way for people to be able to generate new wealth. Well, here we're taking it back to the way it was since the beginning of time with metals, and which has really formed the basis of our whole trading economy. Is we're digitizing the metals, putting the real value there so people know it's there and it's owned by the community and not institutions or governments, so that they can feel that they have the confidence to trade in something with a physical value again.
So there you go, guys. If you walk around the city, right, especially city of Melbourne, 7 times in a row most livable city in the world. It's got to say that, right? And you walk around, you see the high-rise building everywhere. And where's the basic infrastructure is right here, metal, right? So don't forget that. That's why the guys here that has the mission and the passion to create this exchange that will, continue that momentum in terms of metal through Metex. So tell our viewers about if they want to be involved, is it listed on public right now at a certain cost, or how does it work?
No, we're actually just doing a private placement now.
Private placement now, yeah.
Private placement. We've already have someone just put their hand up for that. Our soft cap, which is $6 million. There is someone wants to take that whole soft cap.
You're going to give it to them or not? No.
We're going to
maybe talk to them first.
No, but there is a big interest that is being attracted from.
That's good.
From the ICO community. We're also getting a bit of support from our blockchain partner.
Yep.
They really like this project because no one has done anything yet for the mining industry.
Yeah. Good.
But yeah, hopefully in August our website and the pre-ICO will be launched for the community, so they can actually start getting involved, because like Troy said before, we really want to make sure that this is a community project and not just two guys will swallow up the company and the whole project, and they will change our vision, and all of a sudden we just become an institutional play instead of a true community and a true ecosystem.
So on that note,
Andrew,
very quickly,
Aaron, go ahead.
Is that we're actually putting in place a very strong governance system, which is based on a federal system, which will give members equal voting rights when they become part of our platform. People will be able to start registering now on the platform to be able to put their interest in. So when we do our official launch, they can come on board as a member of the exchange and a member of the community, and lock in a purchase of a basket of metals with our utility tokens. Then there's the opportunity for them to be able to actually participate in the building of the community, for which they'll be rewarded as an affiliate or as a broker, and they can actually build a long-term residual income from the efforts that we're developing. And the key thing is that any person who then does that and buys our minimum $1,000 portfolio package that gives them all the metal trading assets and our utility token and access to our education will be a shareholder in everything that Metex does. So they earn from everything. From our exchange, from our storage solutions, from our fintech solutions, from our marketing education programs. They become a shareholder in the whole ecosystem, not just having a token.
So actually, this is a very good point. I actually forgot about that. Our key selling point is that anyone who comes in and invests the money, they're actually going to get a basket of all these metals here.
Basket here?
So they're getting a basket of all these metals, which are physically backed by all the metals. So we're not fractionalizing anything. So they're going to get the metals token, and then they're going to get our utility token, which is pretty much the exchange and the metals. So I think it's a really good hedge for anyone that comes on board, because let's just say if our utility token goes from $1 to 50 cents or 10 cents, they're going to have a portfolio of these metals, which is, it's physical. The value will always be there.
Okay, so what's exciting about this is that it's early stage, so it's private right now. So if you guys want to get involved in Metex, how do they get involved? Because it's going to be out right now. So metex.io.
Yeah, they can come to our website. They can register the interest, and then we'll just follow up on the interest.
Okay, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mums and dads out there that are interested in Metex, because it's backed by metals. Real metals. So name the top 5 metals for us.
Well,
what are they?
We've got gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and nickel.
Aluminium, copper, zinc, tin, cobalt. And now if you actually ask yourself why all those?
Why all those?
Well, very simple question is cobalt, copper, nickel in the last 18 months went up 100% in the value. And they didn't get a chance to participate in that. If you buy shares in a mining exploration company, you're taking on the risk, the exploration risk, the high capital that's required to mine the mining risk. There's a lot of risk involved there. Well, here it's not, because you're just buying the physical metal. And one of the reasons why this idea was born I was looking back into history, and Chinese were the first ones to actually mass produce this. And the first one was made out of nickel, brass, and
Really?
iron.
There you go, guys.
So now you actually have it here.
Yeah. So in terms of metal, right? How important is it in terms of selecting the metals? Because these metal price might go up and down. So are you guys selecting it based on popularities and the trend in terms of the price? And can that be changed as well if the price goes down? On how do you select that?
Basically, look, the metal tokens are not tied to a specific metals exchange around the world.
Yep.
So we did that, then we're actually get caught under the Security Token Act.
Yep.
Wherein we become like a derivative of,
So the prices are not referenced.
Not referenced. Okay,
Equally,
that's important.
our own ecosystem and community will decide
We'll
what the
decide
price
that.
is.
Oh, that's good. All right, cool.
Right, so this is truly then controlled by the community, not institutional traders or governments who are trying to manipulate the price for their own benefit. Additionally, too, what we'll see is that basically with what we're doing with all our metal tokens is that it's easy to understand how they can buy and sell and trade on a simple mobile phone.
Yep.
Anyone in a developing country will be able to do it, not just a westernized country. So as long as they've got a basic smartphone, they'll be able to trade on our platform. We create something that's able to support economies in inflationary periods, which is really important.
Really important, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
where in countries like Africa, where they've got inflationary issues, Bitcoin is selling for 3 to 4 times the market value through market makers. Here, they'll have a real physical metal backed by it. There'll be true value. The communities in those countries will be, not being ripped off.
Yep.
And that's one of the key things. It's not just a play for, us to in Australia. This is a global play that we're developing, and it's about really empowering people to have that true store of value there, and to get educated about, what is digital currencies, what is blockchain, and how blockchain brings back that trust in the fiat system we've lost our trust in.
And also,
Thanks, Aaron.
just
Andrew?
one last point is all those metals are actually, they have a huge industrial use.
Yeah.
I mean, just anything
Robotics?
you can name, like, it's just, it's everywhere.
Partition. It's
So
everywhere,
it's not like you're going to see those metals going out of the use, like, for example, oil. Now the electric cars are coming online, full production, and which means that in 5 years' time, oil demand from here might be actually here. These guys have been used for thousands of years.
Still going strong.
Still going strong, and you're going to only run out of the resource more quicker than the oil. And the usage is just anyway. Everything is just made out of metal.
That's right. So if you guys are interested in getting to the platform, don't forget to register your interest. Go by going to the website, metex.io. And thanks so much today, Andrew, for sharing this amazing journey with us, especially exposing your organization, your company, and your mission towards helping the community get involved in your organization with the metal exchange.
Thanks very
Andrew.
much.
No worries. All right, guys, don't forget to check us out on CBN Global. And thanks, Andrew and his team, Aaron and another Andrew that comes along. He's here now. So we'll see you back shortly, guys. Bye for now. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.